Hello, folks. We are now live. We're about 5 minutes early, but you know what? That just means more DayZ beautiful time. Today, we're going to be joined by my friend and podcast guest that has come on several times to talk about Frostline itself. Always streams. If you folks ever want to know what's going on and want to see fun tips and tricks and servers that you might want to play, go check out his channel. He is always streams on YouTube. No, he never streams. I don't know why, but that's him. But say hi always.
Hello.
If you folks are also interested, we are a survival game podcast, which means we cover a plethora of survival games. Our most recent video is us interviewing Hunter Uprising, which is a upcoming extraction game that has monsters of myth and folklore of legend, and you are the hunter. But don't worry, there's plenty of PvP because the other players are trying to hunt the monsters just as fast as you can. Can you survive the dangerous wendigos, werewolves, and maybe the dangerous scarecrows that like to pretend that they're part of the zombies? Overall, this extraction game is amazing. Better check out the video to see more updates on it. But we are now in DayZ Frostline. Let's do everything DayZ Frostline deserves, which is looking at the beautiful ice sheets. Look at that gorgeous view. It's like that one commercial they always used to play when I was a kid. Play that beautiful bean footage. But it's nothing but ice. Okay. So is everyone having a wonderful day?
I am. I'm starting with a shotgun shell.
Ooh, shotgun shells. Wait, what?
Well, yeah. I am sort of in a last life. I was testing to see just how bad the heavy metal poisoning was. Turns out it's horrendous. You go completely deaf. Well, almost completely deaf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's quick as well. It's I think it was like within 5 minutes I started experiencing deafness, and then eventually everything just goes like completely, and it sounds like you're submerged underwater.
Oh, that's awesome. I absolutely love it. Well, folks, we are going to myself right now. We are both playing on the same server, um, and we are going to try to explore this beautiful game. I, however, am a little bit of a brain fart, and I forgot to actually click start recording because I want to get as much beautiful bean footage as I can. Let me see here. So I kind of started to get a lay of the land the other day, like directions wise. And what I can tell is that the sun, is always, of course, oriented in the same direction. So I'm guessing right now the sun is setting, which means that the sun's to the northeast. Um, at least I'm assuming. I'll have to wait till I see the sun rise higher. So if the sun's to the northeast, um, I'm guessing on the south. No, the sun sets in the southwest, right? The northwest, right?
Uh, You've confused the hell out of me.
Okay, well, the sun technically rises in the west and sets in. Rises in the east and sets in the west. So if I'm looking at the sun right now and it's setting in the west. So I'm on the east side of the island,
Yes.
the main island, which is where everyone spawns. I can see the entire volcano clear as day,
Oh,
which is
right.
pretty
Yeah, you're
cool.
miles from. I'm
Yeah,
What is this called? Paya Horakpok.
I don't know. I did find a map the other day, folks. Heavy metal music will cause deafness if you play too loud. Hey, A330T, A330T, how are you doing today? Sorry I didn't respond right away, folks. I was busy being a dork.
Oh, right. I know what I am.
Nice.
I'm Northeast, top right corner.
Okay.
So I assume you are. You can see the mountain clearly. You're probably in the small, like full town. I
Um,
don't know the name of it.
yeah, I'm in a pretty small town. It has one shop. Uh, it doesn't have a lot going on for it. Uh, it's like this little, like, I would almost say it is a small hamlet. No, it's a small village. It's a small village. Yeah, I would say this is a small village. I can't wait to try this map. This map out. This looks amazing, and a lover of miles for this map makes me really excited. You sound well rested today. I am well rested today. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. When I streamed on day one, I had stayed up for. I was up till 11 p.m. that night working on editing videos because my life consists of a lot of things for the podcast, including video editing constantly. So then I woke up at 3 a.m. to make sure I didn't miss the grand event. Got the keys to make sure I was ready. And then I was streaming for about 2 hours, and my mind was just like, hey, by the way, you remember that thing you were supposed to do today, which is sleep? Yeah, let's do that right now. And I fell asleep for like a minute on stream. So when I woke up, I decided to, listen to my mind and go to bed. Because, yeah, it's just probably a good idea sometimes to listen to your own mind. Yeah, I mean, I was just out. Oh, I found a fishing rod right away. Guys, we are doing good so far. If you folks don't know, fishing in this game and fireplaces are your friend on this DLC. You spawn in with a steak knife. I don't feel bad. I have forgotten to sleep many times. Yeah. You spawn it with a steak knife. Now I'm not sure if that's going to happen on official release, because this is a streamer event, so who knows if they changed anything. But I will state that if you do spawn in with a knife when this game comes out, the DLC comes out on the 15th, make a fire right away. Don't hesitate. Yeah. Just straight to a fire. Make it. Start getting warm right away. Do not hesitate. Another thing I learned today is the other day is that plus symbol that we have next to our temperature. There's two stages to the plus symbol. There's a faded plus symbol, which if you look, you can see it. Now it might be hard to see on stream, but you can see how faded it looks. That is just telling you you're getting close to losing that plus symbol. Now it's flashing, and watch it disappear in just a second. There you go. So it's 3 stages. There's the flashing, which means it's about to run out. There's the fading, which means that it's getting close to running out. You probably have like 30 to 60 seconds left. And then finally there's a solid, which means that is really good. And then there's up to 3 plus symbols, and that's based upon how high of insulation your character has overall, based on the clothing he's wearing. So, when you're standing next to a fire and you've only got 1 plus symbol, and you're all like, why can't I have 3? It's because you don't have enough highly insulated clothes attached to you. I thought that was a really cool thing. And it shows how much effort DayZ's putting into trying to make you survive longer. I think yesterday I did a rough time estimate. With 3 plus symbols straight from a fire, I was able to stay warm for with all those 3 plus symbols, I think for almost like 15 to 20 minutes straight. So like getting fully geared and having a really high level of gear is amazing when you actually warm up next to a fire. You can always win the battle with Sandman, but you'll never win the war. I agree. Sleep is definitely a very interesting situation. Now, what I want to do today, folks, is I want to get a boat with our buddy Always Streams, and I want to explore the other islands. This main island has been a lot of fun to explore. I haven't explored a lot on stream, but the other day I was able to play a little bit by myself, and I got some really cool screenshots. If you look at the thumbnail we have, you can see I got a cool screenshot of the one of the hot springs, because there's multiple hot spring locations on this map. It's pretty darn cool. I do have a suggestion I want to make to the developers always. You tell me if this is a good idea.
Go on.
I was thinking of suggesting to them that bleed sources make you bleed slower on Sakhal.
Really?
Yeah, so like, you know, I come from a place where sometimes it got below 0 where I lived, and there were multiple times I would cut myself because, you know, I lived in the rural area and we were always, you know, working on something, right? But when we started to bleed, it wasn't soon after we were bleeding that the blood, like, slowed down drastically. Like, if you ever wanted to test it or look at it, like, during winter, if you cut yourself and you're, like, out in the cold, you bleed a little bit slower because it's just, the blood can't flow as quickly, right? I'm interested to see if they would like that idea.
I mean, I think it's worth adding to the feedback tracker. I think things like that. They're specifically trying to make Sakhal stand out from the other maps, and so far there's so many little differences that it is kind of working. So I think maybe things like that would be good to recommend.
No, yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. Yeah, because I don't want them to stop the bleeding. Like, I'm not gonna tell them it should coagulate or whatever it's called quicker. It's just, you know, I think it'd be kind of interesting that even like heavier bleeds, like, well, there's a little bit of a problem, kind of coming from a more modern perspective. Bleeding has never been a set thing. There are what used to be called light, medium, and heavy bleeds, right? And now, I think it was changed quite a while ago. Bleeding is a calculation based off of how much damage, how much something can cause bleeding effects. So, like knives, bullets, that kind of stuff can cause heavy bleeding, based off of a formula that they have. So it'd be interesting if the coldness of a player was tweaked by that formula, possibly giving players a reason to sometimes want to be cold.
Yeah. No, that would be an interesting balance, trying to decide whether or not you want to warm up, otherwise you might suffer, yeah. That'd be good. Also, I just did the smartest thing I think I've ever done with a fire.
What?
And I'm definitely going to act like I did it on purpose.
You're gonna stand on it?
I usually build them on an angle.
Uh-huh.
And I just built it on an angle, but there was a wall on the side, so all of the smoke was being caught by the wall. So it was a completely covert fire. And like I say, I'm going to completely pretend that I did that on purpose.
Do you remember, folks, the way the wind blows actually affects where the smoke goes. So, always streams is right. However, if the wind was blowing from a different direction, his smoke would have not gone into the wall.
Ah, no, see, it was right next to the wall, so it gets, do you know how it gets caught on under the trees, the canopies of the trees,
Yeah.
and it won't go past it? That's how it did it. It sort of built up to that egg shape.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I was pretty lucky with that.
Hashtag, we need to be able to suffocate from the smoke if you place it in too tight of quarters.
Yeah. Actually, that would be a good addition.
Ooh, gas pump. Sorry, for those in the European area, fuel pump. Over here in America, my father-in-law loves to correct me on this, folks. Every time I say, diesel, go get diesel, he's like, no, I'm gonna go get fuel. And I'm all like, no, you mean diesel. He's all like, no, I'm gonna go get fuel. I'm like, okay. So this is the new building, and I'm actually excited they added this kind of a building where, like, I feel like, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like 2 home units in like one building with a dividing wall, or if this is supposed to be like sublet, like mini, like rooms, where like the bottom is one apartment, and then the top is another two apartments. Because, like, yeah, I think it is. I think, like, there's technically 4 apartments per side, so there's a total of 8 kind of cozy apartments you can technically live in this thing. But this is a cool addition. I really enjoy this kind of situation. It is kind of neat that they did choose to make certain parts of the building, like door-wise, inaccessible, even though this is a new asset made just for this DLC. However, I do applaud it because that's one of the things I always said inside the Northwest Airfield before they did the rework. The big military bunkers that everyone hated, the reason why everyone hated them was there was too many places to loot, but there was no loot in all of it. So you felt like half the time you were wasting your effort. And I feel like they kind of took that into consideration when they made this, because I would tell you what, if I was able to loot all of these rooms, like even the doors that are closed off, and I found nothing, I would hate this building. I would never go in it actively. I would avoid it. Like, there's all this area to loot, but like, imagine if you had all this area to loot and the other 3 apartments that you could loot that are boarded off. You'd be frustrated because you'd be like, oh yeah, don't go in there. There's never any loot. So I think that was a good design choice. Oh look, a jerry can.
There's also the issue when creating a game, and I found this when I was making my one, is you can have a whole bunch of rooms in a place, and it's not that difficult to make rooms, especially when you just have to make one building and then keep copying it and so on. But what happens is players tend to get annoyed when there are too many rooms because there's just too many places to go to. So you walk into a building, you're like, this building's got 3 bedrooms, it's got 2 bathrooms, it's got a kitchen, and I've got to loot every single one. So you've got 5 rooms to loot in a single house. Then you go to another house, and you've got 5 rooms to loot. And because of the balance and the way the loot works, you don't want to get everybody filled with loot right away. So you have to balance it. So the majority of the rooms they're going to be in are going to be empty. So it's actually really frustrating to have more buildings. So you sort of, it's like a social engineering to block off rooms the way they have, and it just does make it a much more pleasant experience. But I don't think as a player you think that way, and I didn't think that way until I started working on the one I was working on.
Yeah, he's 100% right, folks.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm never coming again. It needs to be more engaging and exciting. You know, just some feedback.
I hope you're heading east.
I am starting a fire right now because I am cold, hungry, and I got a lot of frozen food.
Oh, right, that sounds good. Okay, I'll find you.
Okay. I'll tell you the town I'm in soon. I'm just, I need to, start this fire before I freeze to death.
I think I've sort of figured it out based on what you said where you are. If you can see the mountain clearly, you are east of Timer, or whatever it's called.
Okay. Alright, let's light this fire. Now, I have a theory, folks, and I want to prove this theory. So, I'm going to hopefully be able to get cold later on. But my theory is this. Any item you thaw that isn't left out in the world, but remains in your inventory. So, like, for example, I have 2 cans of sardines and a brisket spread, right? If I thaw out these 3 items, and I put them in my inventory, but I never, even if I'm freezing, these items will never go back to frozen. They may get cold, but they will never freeze while in my inventory. Now, the reason why I want to test this out is because that's really cool, and it makes you actually feel like thawing out all of the items that you have in your inventory right away is going to be an important thing for long-term survival. If you want to have, like, let's say canned food for the instances where you're all like, oh no, I'm, I won't be able to find any kind of animals or whatever else. Because, like, I have not found any chickens. There are rabbits here. I haven't seen a fox yet. I was able to take down a reindeer that always streams for some reason couldn't find.
Right.
But, like, I really want to see if that's true, because if that's true, then I can thaw out, like, some cans of beans and just keep in my inventory and have those as kind of like a backup, which kind of breaks one of my golden rules, which is always eat everything you have. But in this area, if I have a full belly and stuff and I find frozen food, it might be worth me picking up the frozen food and purposely thawing it just so I can have it ready for later. Because in this map, I can't just eat food as soon as I find it. I have to unfreeze it. So that might make more logic in Sakhal.
Well, I personally think that the food, when you keep it on you, doesn't just not freeze. I actually think you can warm it up.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, the human body does stay at a temperature of 70 Fahrenheit. What's like almost 90 Fahrenheit internally, about 70 Fahrenheit on the skin. Yeah, my wife has a digital thermometer downstairs. When I take a break, I'll grab that and I'll come upstairs and I'll tell you how hot my character actually is. Oh, my body actually is just sitting here talking to you guys. I wish that devs would add the ability to can foods you hunt, catch, or grow to prolong its life. Oh, you want like a canning ability? I think that might be a little bit extravagant. Because the canning process, as far as I know, because my wife does canning, you have to use some sort of like different chemicals and stuff. So it might be a little bit too elaborate of a system. What would you say about suggesting to the devs of adding in salt? So like you can take raw meat and rub salt into it, creating kind of a curing effect. I know dried meat could technically be considered that, but like curing a salted piece of meat makes it last forever, by the way. Like it lasts a long time. I saw food came on the workshop. I haven't tested it though. Oh, that's cool. Welcome in, Ryan. Welcome in. Remember, this is a self plug as always, folks. Liking the stream and chatting like 330T, Tweaks, and even Ryan always helps push our stream to more people, which means more people come in here. You guys get to chat with more people, and you guys can help make fun of me, or every once in a while, my friend always streams Red Falcon or Dimension 119, which are part of the podcast. Always streams is just a guest. He plays with us every now and then. Alright, always make sure you repair your clothing, by the way. Oh, that's another cool thing. If you guys don't know, the more wet your clothing is, the worse the insulation of the clothing. So, for an example, I just repaired my t-shirt. It's the worst insulation, so that's not a good example. I have the worst insulation of everything. Ah, there we go. My radar cap. If my radar cap was, wet, it would be medium insulation. If it was soaked, it would be low insulation. I'm not joking. It really would be. Also, the condition of your clothing affects the insulation as well. So if you have a damaged radar hat and a wet one, you will have a low insulation radar cap. It's kind of crazy to think about. Let's see here. Tweak says, can you get frostbite on here like on the mollusk? I have yet to get frostbite or any other kind of like illness on the body other than the common cold. Also, if you folks are in our Discord, I am running a little bit of a poll to see whether or not I should create a separate role to ping everyone for when I go live. I know that people don't like being pinged a lot for every single thing we do. The videos will never change. We will always ping you when we post a new video because that's kind of our bread and butter. Okay. I hope you can, or they add it to the reels and add the reels into it to makes it more fun. Yeah, I kind of hope they do some sort of mechanic like that, but at the same time, I also understand why they didn't. I'm not saying that they couldn't do some approach to it, but it's definitely a situation where I'm not sure how they could do that well without it being too much of a punishment on a player. What do you think, Always? What do you think about Frostbite?
I mean, I've said this before. I always welcome diseases. I think the game should be more difficult. But at the same time, I get there's an accessibility risk as well. If you make it too difficult, you can't get new players in. But if you don't make it difficult enough, older players get bored. But yeah, I think Frostbite could be good, especially maybe at the higher altitudes. So instead of it being something that just affects you everywhere along the coast and everything else, maybe just the higher altitudes, because we know that the wind and chill factor is much more extreme the higher you get.
Very nice, yeah. And Bobo, T, I do, no, don't worry, I'm happy you subbed and liked. That's awesome, I'm really happy. And Tweak says, yeah, true, I love playing hardcore. I die a lot, but love every minute of it. I think there's a term for that. I think it's in the dictionary, it's a medical term. You should get that checked out, Tweaks. I'm just kidding. But no, I enjoy DayZ to the fullest. And that's one of the coolest things, is like, if people don't like that kind of DayZ, mods exist. And it, also, community servers exist, which is really cool because they can affect the loot economy and stuff and make easier servers on console, so people can still have somewhat of the effects of a mod without actually having mods. But yeah, I definitely have to say I like DayZ's balance when it comes to PvE accessibility and its approach to making sure survival and the elements are still factors. Like, I think that is one of the things that I find very good about DayZ. And it's important to me that DayZ keeps that going. They don't break away from kind of that balance. And Sakhal, in my eyes, kind of pushes that balance a little bit in that regard that I like.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
Oh, look, there's a boat. I think that's one of the iconic boats we see. Laughing my butt off, yeah, a little bit. I definitely have a few screws missing. Don't worry, I do too as well. All right, guys. So
making another fire.
Oh yeah. So you can see I already lost a plus symbol. I think it's been about 5 minutes since I had that plus symbol. So definitely get warm and get those plus symbols, because I have been wearing like a really good jacket, like a best jacket, a best headgear, high insulation pants. I had gloves on. I even had a I didn't have a balaclava or a face mask or whatever on, but I was pretty like high insulation. I could get all the way up to +3 symbols on my temperature, and I still was always cold. Like, my temperature was always flashing, unless I was inside of a house with all that gear on. So like, it is something to keep in mind that like, it is good to get better insulation values, but you are always going to be cold unless you're actively always trying to remain warm in some form or fashion. Now, here's one of the cool new assets, these boats. Now, listen to the boat when I get on it. Oh, I didn't do it that time. The boat will literally shift when you're moving around on it. Not visually, but audio-wise, you will feel or hear the boat actually shift. It kind of like throws you for a loop. I like to do charter fishing. For those of you who don't know specifically what that is, it's where you get onto like a ship kind of like this. They're probably a lot smaller, honestly. And they take you quite a ways out, and you go and fish for lean cod or some other type of larger fish. It's a lot of fun, but like you could definitely feel when people are like moving around the boat because it's shifting quite a bit. But it's fun. I like it. No, we just should have like a cinematic shot here. Be all like, we finally made it to Sakhal. The journey through the waters were dangerous, and these ice sheets gave us quite a bit of trouble. But thanks to our mighty vessel and our crew, who unfortunately have already gone ashore, we are finally here. Rumors say that the infected can't survive here because it's too cold, but unfortunately, they were just rumors. The infected are still here, and it looks like others have gone here before us. All right, let's go and have fun. Sorry, folks. I'm a little bit of a dork. And when you get established more, it's probably best to run with an extra pair of dry clothing and stuff to make fires. And yeah, they do have a lot in New England. Oh, nice. Yeah, oh, the other thing is that you can't get damp and you can't get wet, but I've never been drenched unless I fell in water. And one of the cool things about that is that I've had matches inside my inventory and they've never gotten damp. So I really enjoy that because one of the things about like Chernarus or Livonia is when it rains, your matches will get wet and then you can't use them. Even if they're damp, you can't use them. And you have to drop the matches. So I'm not sure if they are going to make that something that they change in the future, but right now I'm kind of happy that my matches aren't always going to get soaked or damp. It's a lot of infected. I count 4, 5. I think I saw 6. Yeah, let's not go that way right now. And you can hear the seagulls. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the ambient seagulls and stuff, but like, oh, there we go. Got a smoke grenade. Hoping for some of the kind of pants, so I can. Oh, here's some work boots, but they're badly damaged. A good tip, folks, never pick up badly damaged gear. Unless you have no other choice. And always aim for the head.
I haven't found any pants at all.
Tweak said, I'm here, I hear it, I'm glad they added that. It makes you feel like you're on the coast better than Chernarus. It does. I mean, I think they added in, was it 400 plus new sounds? So they're really trying to immerse you in this area. And some of them are like 3D sounds too, which are super cool. What's going on with you? You can't find any pants?
No pants and no water.
Ooh, that sucks. Are you looking for the hiking trails I told you about?
Yeah, it's not going well. I think I've killed about 18 infected in the past 4 minutes.
Wow. Infected killer. So like that's medium insulation. We're gonna go. See, it's only 24 for the police vest. I know a lot of people were worried about the balancing of clothing, but honestly, I have to say, I haven't noticed a difference. Like for
Same.
me, for my playstyle, none at all. And I think Always just said he hasn't noticed a difference either.
No. It was one of those things that I notice it when somebody points something out that doesn't fit, and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't fit anymore." I'm like, okay, fair. But as a general rule, everything that I'm doing or whatever else, nothing has really changed. Nothing has become more difficult. Everything just is, and it's fine.
Nice. Look at that, folks. We just got ourselves a CR-75, and we found a pistol suppressor. Looks like we might be able to go over to that military after all. Military area after all. We'll take the rubber slugs just because there's a piece of paper I can get from it, which is good. Tinder, which is hilarious. Imagine that, folks. Now I'm picking up ammo just so I can have the piece of paper to make a fire. Talk about different priorities on this map. Why did you pick up the rubber rounds? They suck. You have to shoot someone twice with it to uncon them. Oh yeah, but if I open it up, I get a pristine piece of paper. And it's not damp or anything. Tinder, buddy, Tinder.
I'm on my third fire.
Really? I need to make a fire
Well,
here in a minute.
I found food. I forgot to defrost food, so I'm just gonna do all that now.
Yeah, I think we can make a fire in here. That's another double house. Oh, there's a sickle. We'll take the sickle. Better jumpsuit. Hoping to find a burlap bag, but I haven't found any. Alright, let's go ahead and get some sticks. We need to heat back up, folks. As you can see, my temperature is white, but it's dropping drastically. So, like, not only do you have the time with the heat buff, but then you have a certain amount of time before your white temperature goes back to light blue, and then goes to flashing blue. Just something to keep in mind when you're actually thinking about how long do you have before you have to, like, worry about a fire. My gloves are almost destroyed, so I should repair these before they break, guys. Fun tip. If you're ever repairing something, put the repair kit in your hands and drag the item over to repair it. This will save you a lot of heartache in the future, because then you're not worrying about whether or not you're taking stuff off your character and starting to freeze because you don't have the installations on you anymore. Thank you for coming to Dump Bros TikTok. Yeah, I can do it
They're
too.
fun,
Always.
aren't they?
I know, right? Always loves them all. He's like totally for it.
Oh yeah. Right. I'm in. What the hell is this one called?
Pretty sure it's not called that.
Haid Ho or something it's called.
Okay. I've been looting the one that I a little bit further. I think north. Yeah, if you were west, then I was north. Yeah, I went north of the town I was originally in. I'll tell you the name of the place I'm in soon.
If you were going east from where you were, you should be in a place called Noah Ho or something.
I'm in a place with one smokestack and a bunch of dock cranes. If that helps at all. I'm just going off landmarks.
Is there a sign?
There is a sign. I just haven't got to it yet. See, look at that, folks. We have a piece of bark. So we're gonna throw the bark in there. But I could have opened those rubber slugs. All right, we're gonna ignite this. We're gonna get hot again. We only have 4 rounds of 9x19. I wish we had more. And I am apparently ill. Yay.
You never.
Alright. So, yeah, we already got +1 temperature, and we have 5 sticks. So that's another thing that is kind of cool to look at, folks, is I have 5 sticks in there. I put 5 sticks when I first started the fire, and I'm already up to +1 on my... well, it's actually fading in and out, which just told me that it just went up to another one. And you can see it fading in and out now. So that you can see it's increasing now. Which I think I'll be able to get to 2 pluses on my temperature, but I won't be able to get up to 3. But still, the fact that it hasn't even burned through one single stick points out you do not need to worry about getting firewood to try to get warm. Putting firewood and some of the other items in this to make it burn longer is more of a luxury than it is a necessity, which I actually am okay with. I think that the fact that you don't have to have like a bunch of sticks, like you don't have to put all 10 sticks in there, or you don't have to have, 1 or 2 pieces of firewood, makes it so just to get like the plus symbols is kind of a nice feature. Now, when it comes to thawing food, I was able to thaw all my food, but I think I was really close to running out of sticks. So, thawing food-wise, you may need to have more than just three or 4 sticks. You might have to have, a piece of firewood. All right, I think that's good. I think everything else is decent. Let's see here. I don't think I can repair my staff vest, can I? No, I need a leather sewing kit for that. Or duct tape, and I don't have any duct tape. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out of here and find a road sign so we can tell dear old friend of ours where we are, so maybe he can figure out how to come to us. Always grab a small stone, folks. It's one of my biggest survival tips. Always grab a small stone. You can crack them on any stone surface you see, or rock, and turn it into a stone knife. And because it only takes up a one slot, there's no reason to never carry one. I like some of the burnt down structures. Shows that, not everything's hunky-dory all the time. So I'm pretty sure everyone here has seen quite a lot of Frostline streams. What is your favorite part that you've seen on the Frostline stream so far? And it can be even PvP. It can be anything you want. I'm just curious. Of all the Frostline streams you've seen, what is your favorite part so far?
I think for me, it's when people find road signs to identify where they are. That's probably my favorite bit of it so far.
Oh, yeah?
No, I like the fact that I have no idea where the well equivalents are.
The springs?
Yeah. Because, to elaborate, even on modded servers, you just know where the wells are, so it's not that difficult.
Well, I feel like that is more of an experience over time situation, but yes, I do agree that is kind of a cool feature. Because the springs now are just in a different location, and figuring out where they are or how to find them is just a little bit more of a challenge now.
Yes.
Alright, I found a road sign. Look
It
at that, guys.
says...
I'm already fulfilling his dreams. It is, the last four are MOPCK, so CEBEPOMOPCK. Alright, see you, Ryan. Have a good day. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's one of the major ones in the north. POMOPCK. So you need to keep going east, and then we'll meet in that town. The next town east to you, we'll meet.
So the sun's setting in the west, and I am... Okay.
If you're looking at the coast, you're going left. If you're looking away from the coast, sorry, you're going left.
You mean going east?
Well, left is east here, in that situation.
Okay, because you gotta remember the coast.
Yeah, but from where
around.
you are, if you see the road, and you look at the road, and the coast is at your back, and you're looking at the main road, you are going left.
Okay, so the sun's in the east because the sun's setting.
Yeah, the sun is at my back.
Okay. Well, I found a dirt road. Are you on a paved road?
Paved road.
Okay, well then, I'm just gonna follow the main road. Oh, there's like a little barbed wire area over here. I'm gonna explore it real quick. Kind of cool, barbed wire. It's like a kind of like a compound. My character is oh, there's a fresh sickle, a pristine one. We're gonna switch those out, guys. We're gonna switch those out. Oh, there's some pate. Oh, that's liver pate. Ew. So, always stream said his, and we haven't heard anybody else in chat, but I'm going to say mine because I think it's kind of cool. One of my favorite parts about this map so far, or this DLC in general, is, and this probably will change, but it's honestly the new things to discover. And I'm not talking about the hot springs, the mountain, or anything else. I'm talking about discovering the new changes, the new buildings they added, that kind of stuff. And it's cool for me because I've been playing DayZ for a long time. And the only reason it's cool to me is because it allows me to kind of relive what DayZ felt like when I played it the first time for the first, 1,000 hours or whatever, right? Like, I was able to be in awe of stuff. And that's kind of what I feel like. I think that's the feeling that I find most cool, is that I now have that awe feeling, even as a very veteran, seasoned player of this game.
Yeah, I think that sort of ties into what I was saying about the wells. I like the not knowing things. It's really good to me. I'm in the town we're supposed to meet at, by the way.
Okay, well, I just entered into a town, a small hamlet outside that big town.
Is that at the bottom of the dirt road?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a way from me.
Well, okay.
I mean, about a 2-minute walk.
Let me see. The town I'm in is Tamar Hobo. The last four are HOBO. That's the town I just entered.
You've went the wrong direction.
Well, you told me that if I'm looking at the sun, if my
I
back's to
said
the
that.
ocean, that's east, and head east. And I told you there was a dirt road, and you said no, don't go down that because, or you said you were on a paved road. So I headed down the paved road, which I guess is technically to the north.
Maybe I was not clear. With your back to the coast,
Uh-huh.
looking at the road, you would go left.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down a dirt road then.
No, no, don't go down the dirt road.
Okay.
That just takes you to like a little farm. If you're in time of hobo.
Okay, well, let me just point this out. If my back is to the ocean, I can go
Yes.
left and go back into the main town, or the town I just left, or I can go right and go to that hobo town. Or if I walk
You,
towards the sun, I'll go down a dirt road.
yeah, you want to be going through the town you just went to.
Okay, so
Went through and go out.
Okay, okay, cool.
So the sun is basically at my back, more or less.
The sun's on my right if I'm walking through this town. Is the coast on your right?
Yes, the coast is on my right.
Okay, the coast is on my left. Okay. We'll meet each other eventually. I need to find a water well anyway.
Yes, I don't seem to be able to find one. I only know one of them so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no good at directions.
Yeah, I know you are.
I said this. I still get lost in Chinaros.
Yep. Once we get a compass, I can 100% tell you where the sun sets, because I know the sun sets in the west, but that may not be 100% true.
Southeast, I believe it sets in.
I don't think it sets in the southeast. It raises from the southeast.
Well, based on the map I saw, I thought that was the case.
Okay. Well, then I'll have to get a compass to verify.
Yeah, because I think maybe the map isn't north. Maybe we're not starting in the north, I mean. Maybe it just appears like we're in the north.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if maybe the sun isn't setting. I think maybe the sun's rising, but that would be weird, because it's been daytime forever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Is my fire still going? That's not the one I put a fire in. Maybe it's a little bit further down. Yeah, it's this one. No, I don't see smoke, but that's okay. Yeah, the fire went out, but that's cool. Now, if I had put logs in it, the fire would have been still going. I think each log burns for like 5 minutes straight. So it's something to keep in mind, folks. Alright, the town I'm in has a big church. Not sure if that helps you at all.
I don't know if there's a church. I'm not sure. I'll check it at the moment. I'm just dealing with some things.
You're fine. Take your time, precious. Take your time.
I want to shoot you.
It's always fun to give always streams a little bit of grief. Oh, I found a GPS receiver.
Oh, nice. I don't see a church in this town.
Do you see a harbor?
No.
Okay. Oh. Just focus on getting food for yourself, that kind of stuff. Oh, these are new apartment complexes. I actually want to go through and look through these. I want to see if there's any loot.
That's what I was searching for.
Ooh, would you look at this, folks? Okay. Definitely can see some wear and tear in this building.
I don't suppose you have a sharpening stone with you.
No. But I have a pristine sickle.
That doesn't help me.
Sorry. Why do you need a sharpening stone?
I'll give you 2 guesses.
You want to sharpen your knife?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know the sickle doesn't necessarily help, but, you know, it's sharp.
I want to be able to stealth kill. I've just been taking out a lot of them.
Ah.
Yeah, so I specifically need the knife.
My bad.
Though I do appreciate the offer.
Yep. Well, we'll try.
Yep, sometimes it's okay to try and fail. It's funny because I feel as though anybody listening to me thinks I'm a terrible human being, but I'm just British.
Not sure if that helps.
This is just how we communicate. Make everybody else feel as bad as you. And if that fails, colonize.
Only 24 in that sling bag. I like the sling bags because they're way more low profile, but I'm not really interested in like setting up a PvP build right now, so I'm not going to pick it up.
Don't they only have 20 slots?
Yeah, and my child pre-case has 24, so I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Oh, I messed up.
Why?
Don't ask. I'm not dying. I just messed up. Oops. I forgot I didn't have any more bullets inside that. Alright, we're gonna disinfect our wound. And then we're gonna bandage. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now we can load. Remember, folks, always make sure you have a bullet in the chamber. It's actually not as important as it used to be, because every gun you pick up now pretty much has a bullet in the chamber. But I kind of miss the days where when you picked up a gun, you had to rack it. Like a gun on the ground. And houses and stuff, you always had to make sure it was actually ready to go. I kind of miss that. Ooh, pristine sewing kit. We'll take that. We'll give Always Streams the other one. I'll need a... Alright, guys. Sledgehammer.
I'm in need of water. I'll find something. But someone's gonna get it.
Uh-oh. Weeks! Hey, look, guys, it's Red Falcon. He's our producer in State of Survival, and also a guy who makes the boat mod. Which, you know, DayZ may have rendered useless. I mean, what? Sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, I need to find a water fountain, a spring myself.
There will be one in the place I'm in now, almost
Okay.
certainly. It's just difficult to find them. They sort of blended now with the surroundings.
Yeah. It's okay, though. What I really want to do is I want to find a cave. I've yet to find one.
I've seen one.
I saw one on a dev stream before. That's about it.
I found one. It was like it just had an entrance, kind of looked a bit like an igloo.
Oh, I think I see a trail for it. At least for me. Yeah, it's a trail. Okay, so the trail... Okay. So, if I'm correct, and this leads to a water fountain, I definitely have a way for you to tell if the trail you find is the trail that leads to the fountain. I mean, the spring. Okay, yep. So, the trail that leads to the spring is much wider and looks way more trodden. It looks like a path people would take, like at a college or something, where it's not a narrow path. It looks very defined. It's way wider. If that helps.
Okay.
Did you know how, like, the hiking paths in Shanaris are always really narrow, and, like, sometimes they're a little bit hard to follow because of the way that they go through the brush? This one does the same thing going through the brush, but it's way wider. It's, like, almost a person and a half wide.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps you in the future, and helps you folks when Frostline comes out October 15th. The wish list link is down below, and my Streamlabs will probably harass you in a minute with it. Or you can do ! Wish list, and it will pop up. I just wanted to make sure you guys had ways to wish list this. Oh, don't want to throw up there. If anybody is curious why I am why I'm not using my camera, it's because I am recording this beautiful bean footage, and I want to make sure I get all of this beautiful stuff without my goofy face being in the middle of it. All right, we need to make some fire after this. Luckily, it's not going to be too hard for us to make a fire. Ha ha ha! But we love your face. I don't know about you guys. I question the fact when my wife says that. Now I'm questioning your sanity, saying that you love my face.
Oh, this got dark.
I know, right? All right, so I'm technically still in that town that I told you about, the one with the cranes and stuff, but I'm up above the apartments, and some of the smaller buildings.
Didn't you start it?
Yeah, I did, but there's so much to do here. I started walking back through it because you told me to come back this way.
I just find it incredible that it's been an hour and you're in the same place.
Hey, you know, when you have a lot, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is that this map seems to be a little bit more of a slower crawl. Like, I'm not rushing to go places, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I always say to people when starting in Chernarus, get off the coast as quickly as possible. When starting in Livonia, stay there as long as you can, get geared before you go south. And with this one, it seems to be more of the geared, but not to the same level as Livonia. You just need to be prepared. So spend a bit more time here than you normally would in Chernarus.
Yeah.
Because it does not get easier the lower you go.
Yep. And always check the infected. Never know what they're gonna have.
I just found some salted snacks that were body temperature on a infected.
Uh-oh. Oh! Snacks don't freeze.
But they were warm, I mean, sorry.
Oh. Oh.
Which makes sense because the infected are not dead, so...
He was being bad, so I locked him in there, folks. Don't worry. When he realizes the error of his mistakes, we'll let him back out. We're not mean to the infected. We just make sure they realize that they can't attack us.
I will say the loot economy is definitely different here because there have been a few things that I've found and I've thought, has that been left by a player? And then I see it in the exact same position different times I play and it's like, I think that's just where it spawns now.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you're just cray-cray.
That is definitely a possibility. I'll keep that on the back burner.
Good.
For example, bones. I keep finding bones in greenhouses sometimes.
Oh, really? I haven't found any bones in the greenhouses yet, but I also haven't been looking in the greenhouses for bones, so... Yeah.
4 times so far.
That's crazy to think about. Alright. I'm letting a fire to get warm again. Then I'm gonna toss some of my food. I'm gonna start heading back your way again.
Again?
Yeah. Got kind of distracted by some stuff, man. Trying to find food and all that kind of stuff. Hey, look, guys. I found something that I thought would be hilarious. So I'm gonna be all like, you know, when somebody asks me something and I'm all like, I'm gonna go into like, you know, a rant because I know more about the mechanics of my modder. I'm gonna take these glasses and put them on and be all like, well, actually, what you guys really should be considering. I'm just kidding. Uh, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Hmm. I think I can get some firewood from one of these trees. That's dark bark. Long stick. Firewood. Light bark. Dark bark. Did you guys want to know a fun fact? In 0.42, there used to be a bow. Now, everybody be all like, yeah, we remember there was a bow before 0.63. However, this bow was different. The reason why it was different was because of how you crafted it. There used to be a certain tree called, I think it was a yarrow tree or something. It was a special tree that you could find. But that was the only actual way to get a long stick to be able to make your bow. Before, after, I think it was like an update or two later, they changed it that any, tree can give a long stick. But you used to have to find special trees to be able to get the correct long stick to make the bow. It was kind of cool. I forgot, so I'm going to take off my glasses now that you guys know that amazing fact. Also, I found you a sharpening stone.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you. Still can't find a spring.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. All right. All right, folks, we are warming up. Be right back. Okay. See you in a minute, Yoshi. That's actually my wife's favorite character in the Mario games and stuff. Yoshi.
Yeah, a guy I used to speak to. It was his dog's name as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and another friend of mine, she had a dog called Bowser.
that's kind of cute, actually.
Yeah, I quite liked it.
All right. Eating some of that delicious liver pate. Real life, I'm not somebody who likes liver, but you know, it's okay. It was actually kind of funny. There's a local brewery near me called Scuttlebutt Brewery, and they literally sell T-shirts that say "The liver is evil; it must be punished." They make some really good brews, and they make a root beer too, which is just amazing. It's quite spicy. Like, it's not like a sweet root beer; it's more of a spicy root beer, and I really enjoy it. All right, we're gonna thaw out our potato.
This is sort of actually, you know what? It's miles away from me now, so I can sort of reveal it. There was a place. I swear, this is not a joke. This is not me trying to make an inappropriate joke. There was a place by me that specialized in erotic cakes, let's say,
Oh yeah.
and they were called Master Bakers.
I like the pun.
That is a genuine place, and I was like, wow. And it wasn't far from a bike shop called Rimmers.
That's funny.
Yeah, I won't elaborate because we're on stream, but I'm pretty sure everybody understands.
Yeah, I don't think they're silly. I think they would understand.
Are you still in that place?
Yeah, I'm up on the hill, above the apartments.
Right, okay.
I'm just finishing cooking some food right now. Then I'll head back down to the main paved road.
How far are you from a spring?
I'm really close to it.
Okay, I'm just gonna head towards you because I can't find one here and I've tried.
Right.
And it's literally a 3-minute walk.
Okay. Well, if it's a 3-minute walk, I have an idea. I'm gonna shoot a gun because I have a very small caliber gun and there's no infected around me. So if you hear it, then good. Please tell me you hear that.
Maybe.
Ah.
I know where you are. You read the sign. I know where that is. I'm like 35, 40 hours into this now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're amazing.
I'm not amazing. I'm just very loose with my real life responsibilities. See, I can see the cranes and the big warehouse.
So if you can see the cranes and the big
Yeah.
warehouse, then when you get to, I would say, when you get close to the smokestack, head towards the sun. And that should pull you up to where I'm at. Hey, look! Instead of a fiddler on the roof, it's an infected on the roof. Down, 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 down.
I'll be honest with you though, I'm quite low on stuff, so I'm a little bit concerned.
You're fine. I'll treat you like a pretty person and help you out.
You ever consider being a real life doctor?
No?
It hurts you. Ah, you're fine. But it also bends. Ah, walk it off.
Do peeled potatoes bake or do they burn if you cook them?
I think you can warm them up, but I'm pretty sure they burn very quickly.
Well, I warmed up a hot potato.
Oh, I'm in a little town next to where you are. I might explore here for a while and see if I can find something.
Okay. Not telling you to come to me, but it might be wise. Especially if you say you're low on food and stuff.
Oh, extremely.
You might want to just come straight to me. Because I just found a frozen
Probably.
pepper, and I know where a well is.
I've got food. Food's fine.
Okay.
It's just
Water?
water. Yeah.
Well, sometimes food can give you water.
That is true, and that's how I've been surviving so far. I might
Okay.
just build another fire quickly.
I love the interiors of these buildings. Just walking in and being like, this place, I have no memory of this place. Like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. Okay. So I think I have a wound infection, folks, which sucks because,
Oh no.
damn it. But whatever. Life happens. Right, folks? Life happens. Definitely been enjoying Frostline overall. I can eat snow.
Don't eat snow.
Okay, I won't eat snow. Ooh, ammo, but it's 380. Don't need 380 ammo. I need regular ammo.
Yeah, snow is now the worst way to go, I think, in DayZ.
Oh, yeah?
It's an experience. Right, so I'm cooking some canned spaghetti.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully that gives me some hydration.
Yeah, hopefully. Working boots are ruined. Uh-oh. Walk. Walk. Swing. Swing. Like that Trace Adkins song. Swing, batter, batter, batter. Swing, batter, batter, batter.
Ferris Bueller. That's all I think of.
Oh. Plus me. You know you're really immersed when you say "bless you" when in your own sneeze. That would be I don't know if this has ever happened, folks, to anyone that's played DayZ, but it'd be hilarious if like, you know, you're inside of a building, you think you hear somebody, you're like, oh, you know, like an NPC, you're like, it must have been just this you know, the wind, and then you hear you sneeze and somebody says, "Oh, we're comms, bless you."
There's the old story, isn't it, of the guy who told a joke to his wife downstairs and they heard laughing from upstairs. It turned out to be a burglar who overheard something they said.
That's hilarious. There's a real life story when I was like 22. I was watching the news, and Seattle had a major snowstorm, which we weren't used to. And apparently somebody robbed a liquor store, and the cops just followed his tracks back to his house.
Wow.
It was just so funny. Ugh. Alright. Let's go ahead and keep pushing on. Ooh, a meat cleaver. You could probably use that. I kind of wish, actually, I don't know. I don't know what I wish anymore. When you wish upon a star.
Jesus.
I'm a little bit too close to my face there. Double click. Ooh. Oh. Double strike. Da na 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 na. Gather long stick. Is there anything in this house? Oh, I found a map.
Nice.
No, I found a map and I have a GPS. So I can know precisely where I'm at all times.
That's cool. If you open the map, I'll tell you where you are now. Without the GPS. If you don't have a battery.
Yeah. Give me a second, folks. My wife just opened the door and is trying to talk to me. Be right back.
Love you too.
All right, folks, I am back. Sorry about that. You know, wife's talking, so you gotta listen kind of situation. We all know that. All right. Let me get to the house. I wasted a bullet for no reason. A little bit annoyed by that, but whatever. Let's go ahead and grab another long stick, and then I'll look at the GPS. So, folks, if you haven't seen the map yet, and you don't want spoilers, I would suggest you look away, because I'm gonna look at the map and I'm gonna have the GPS out, so I'll be able to figure out exactly where I'm at. Because if you haven't done this before, if you have the GPS on when you have the map, it actually shows up on the map GUI when you open the map up. So let's turn on our GPS, which, as you can see here, is 0.995 by 0.22, and we're at 0.0046 meters out above sea level. All right. So, I am let's see here. So 9.5 by 2.2. Yeah, so I'm at this big city. Okay, where are you always?
On your map, look to the right of the city you're in. It's like nowhere Ropo.
Okay, so you're one town over.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna come to you because and then we can come back here because I don't have anything. That spaghetti didn't help.
Okay. Huh. I just had a bunch of infected come around me. Bit weird. There's somebody here.
Really?
Yep. Or I was just breathing hard. Okay, I think I was just breathing hard. Alright. Alright, so... So, this is the volcano. You go down here. I don't... This is like... I think this is the hot springs. This is the upper hot springs. I've never seen... Apparently, there people have told me, or I've seen on some streams, there's an event that might happen there. But the main island is kind of big.
Dead
This is a
infected near
real
me.
mage story. What?
I'm right by you, just outside the city, and there's a dead infected here.
I've been killing infected for a while. I think they're still...
This is a police officer in the middle of the road.
Okay. Might get killed, folks. Gotta be careful.
I'm entering your town now.
Alright. But yeah, folks, you can see there's two small islands on the very north of the map. Yeah, so I'm in the north. Oh, okay, so if I'm in the north, if I look to the ocean, I mean to the ocean. Okay. So if the ocean is, according to the map, to the north,
There's a fire in this building. Is it you?
Is it a small plank hut?
No, the big new buildings.
Nope, that's not me. I'm up on the hill still. If you're on there, go towards the sun and you'll see like a small hamlet of stuff. There's like a big industrial like mechanics workshop, with the red brick with all the big double doors, like where you could pull like big trucks into. I'm near that. All right. So if the coast is there, and that is technically, if that is north, then the sun is to the southeast. Okay, cool. So the sun, it always sets in the southeast, just like Shanaris, and it rises in the southwest, the west southwestish area, just like Shanaris. So, knowing that is pretty cool, and knowing the volcano is technically on the northern part of the island, the northern center part of the island will be great help in any future navigation. So that's a good thing to know, folks. If you can see the volcano, you are probably on the northwest side of the map. Because if you go too far northeast to Tanahobo and further west, there are two large mountain peaks that block your view of the volcano. While the volcano is the highest point, as far as I know, on the map, it can be obstructed. So if you can see the volcano, you're on the northwest of the map. The northeast of the map, my bad. You're on the northeast of the map. And if you can't see the volcano, but you can see the sun, you can tell whether or not you're on the northwest or not. Kind of cool.
So, where did you say you were again?
Okay. If you're in the town I'm in, you said you're in. You just have to head towards
I'm by
the
the
sun.
church.
Okay, head north from the church, and then like steer left as you're heading north.
North towards the coast.
Sorry, head towards the sun and steer left as you're heading towards the sun.
Yeah, I see. You might be able to hear this.
Just come to me. Oh, don't shoot anything. Just follow the directions. Head towards the sun. And then you're going to see a bunch of small houses past the apartments on your left. And there's an industrial red brick like maintenance station. I'm right next to it.
Okay.
Alright, folks. I think me and my friend have finally found each other, although he might die of dehydration soon, so hopefully we can get him to a water well.
Yeah, very soon. I am not finding this place.
Well, you said you found the church, right?
Yeah, so I found the church. So I'm by the apartments by the church. And then there's a red building here, but it's nothing wrong with it.
Wait a second, I had it infected. Triggered on me. Alright, just keep heading towards the sun from the apartments. Alright?
Okay.
room for that. That heard me from a long ways away, folks. Alright, so if you were heading towards the sun from the apartments, what do you see now?
I'm on a giant hill, overlooking everything.
Look for a house with smoke coming out of it.
What color house? Red.
No, the fire went out. What do you see from there?
The entire town.
Okay, what's closest to you? Look for iconic. Something that stands out.
I am where the church is. I am directly inland of the church on the hill. Like there's
Okay.
like a rocky foundation. I'm there.
Okay, I think I know where you are. Hey, behind you. Come on.
Yeah, there you
Go. I'll take you straight there.
go. Okay.
Mission impossible. Give my friend water.
Getting ever closer to just wanting a bullet.
Wow. I never knew my singing was that great, folks. I think my only complaint is I don't like the sound of the snow. It sounds too compacted.
Not crunchy.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Thank you.
And then, when we, oh man, my water bottle's frozen. Crap. I'm gonna make a fire right here.
Okay. Yeah, I was nowhere near you if this was where the thing was.
Oh my gosh, folks, I'm so happy we're able to find each other always. Now that we have a better idea of the map, though, I think we'll be a lot better off in the future. Alright. Can't place a fireplace somewhere, just drop it. Look at that. Look at this, buddy. We have a little fun little campfire thing going on here. You know, 2 chairs right next to the campfire. Oh yeah. I'll drop my water bottle so we can heat up. I'm gonna drink some water myself. And where's that water bottle of mine? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Don't shoot me. All right. And then like when we head back down, I'll actually show you what I mean by like a larger path, so maybe you can get an idea of what I mean.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Well, I think it's going pretty well. I think.
You had to say it.
I know,
You,
right?
you couldn't have just held off. You couldn't have given us 5 minutes, and you're ill again.
Shut up. You're always giving me grief about being ill. Maybe that's how I like to play. You know, the illness is the difficulty setting. Difficulty. What do they call it? Handicap for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's enough. How's that water bottle doing? Is it still frozen? Yeah, it's still frozen. I like how the indicator changes from green or whatever the damage state to a dark blue if it's frozen. So, like, it tells you whether or not an item's frozen without you having to actually push tab on your inventory. I think that's a pretty cool situation.
Did you drop a mag?
No.
Oh, it was me then.
Do you have any 7.62 by 9mm ammo? I have some
Only
22 ammo
rounds.
if you need it.
Yeah, I was gonna keep D22. I'm giving you a Mark II.
Oh, okay.
I only have 4 9mm. It's on the floor.
Sweet. Thank you. Don't have a... Oh, yeah, here's that sharpening stone for you.
Thank you.
I don't need the... Alright, so... Sorry. Kept messing that up. Alright. I'm gonna break down another stick for us so the fire doesn't go out. We do have membership, folks, if you guys are interested. Don't worry if you don't want to. Just help support the channel long term. Alright, cool. I'm gonna dump this water out so I don't get sick. Now, folks, you can collect snow into your water bottles, but if you don't have the specialized medicine to, like, sanitize it, I would not suggest it. Also, folks, I do not suggest walking into the flames, as my friend Always Streams has presented. Here is a sewing kit for you, by the way.
Thank you.
I figured that maybe your clothing might need to be patched. I know my gloves do. Ah, man. Nothing like sitting around a fire and enjoying someone's company.
Yeah, we should get somebody here.
Wow. Smile. You're on candy camera. I like how you have a broom.
Well, it was just in case I got too cold.
Yep. Because you can light it on fire. Alright, so, hey, I can go inside this thing. That's funny. And I just thought of an evil idea, but, you know. It's fine. I love how they added the vodka bottle back in. Like, it's finally an item in the game now. I don't know if it spawns with vodka, though.
Doesn't spawn with anything in it. Well, it hasn't for me, and I've found about 8.
Let's see here. Is there an icon on the map for the water wells? For the springs? It looks
No.
like no, there is not. However, it looks like there's a little trail, like thing going off the road here to kind of symbolize it. All right, are you ready to go? Because I'm good.
Yeah, let me just fill this thing.
Oh yeah, here's a small stone in case you need it.
Oh, thank you.
And the fire is out now, so we're good.
Yeah.
So you can see it's definitely wider than the regular paths. At least I think it is.
Quite difficult to spot.
It is, but near the road, you'll actually spot it right away. There's 2 infected there, so we're probably going to get into a fight. And then there's an infected straight ahead of us. I just pulled out my mark, too. But yeah, right here. Oh. You can't make that shot from that far away.
Alright. I can make this shot, it's easy.
All right, folks. He always claims that he can't aim worth shit when worth poop when he is near us.
I don't think you can say the word and then correct it. She's gone.
There he goes. I think she knows you're about to pop it.
She's just running around in circles.
Look here. See, like this guy right there. See, that's how you do
Shut up.
it.
Mine was moving.
Okay, right here. Look at this.
Under my eyes.
See, you see how you are obsessed with trying to make this work.
Where is she?
In front of you.
This would be cheating now.
Blind person.
See? Told you I could make it.
Okay, come over here. I want to show you what the trail looks like. So this is what the trail looks like.
Oh, snowy and... Yeah, okay.
And you can see it's like 1.5 of me wide at the very foot of it, because it does not look like a regular hiking trail. That was savage. Oh yeah, you know, always streams a very savage person. All right.
I tried to leave it to the last possible moment to get it as close as possible.
So if we leave from here, we can actually hook it over to Cotopaxi, or we could just go up over the hill to the northwest to Hobo, which looks like a bigger, smaller town, but we'll be able to probably loot that up pretty nice.
Yeah, I've come... Is that another one?
Yeah, they have a good respawn rate. So, like, you came from over there where I'm pointing. That's the direction you came from.
Yes, the far east.
Where you're looking is the west, and we can just go over that hill, and we'll be able to see the town. So
yes, that goes to Tamaho and then Nebar or something it's called.
Yeah. So let's go that way, and then loot up that town, get some food, some other kind of stuff. I think I heard an angry one.
Behind you.
Food.
Oh, nice.
All
I
right,
got a
I'm
bit
going
of
up
food
the
on me
hill.
as well.
I'm going up the hill.
We shouldn't travel high. The temperature knocks too fast.
I know. We'll just go up and over the hill and drop back down real quick. We won't be
Yeah.
too long out there.
Good mechanic, that. Wait, you're going over that hill?
Yeah. Just real quick. It falls back down pretty quick, according to the topology of the map.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth going over, but let's go.
Whatever. Just follow me, boy.
Saying that, we've actually got some decent clothing now, so it should be fine. I think when you get pants and a t-shirt, it's get out of the t-shirt, it's fine.
Where are you?
Running over the hill.
Were you running right behind me? Oh, there you
are. We don't want to get lost again.
I know, right? We did that. We were playing the other day, folks, and we got a little bit split up, and I think he ended up dying because we were not close to each other. And then, like, we never found each other again.
I survived. We just couldn't find each other.
Oh, yeah. Bobo says, are you two married? You argue like it. I mean, no. We both
Not
love
yet,
DayZ.
but as soon as it becomes legal in both of our countries.
No, we're just two very, very experienced DayZ players, so we're both a little bit, like, hard-headed. That no wasn't very convincing. Yeah, see, there's the town right there.
I don't know why you're trying to deny our love. That's fine. He's married and I'm into animals.
I'm not going to even try to correct you on what you just said. We took our dog Dexter to the vet today, and there was a new guy behind the desk, and he was all like, whoa, and one of the older, like, helpers came out. Like, he looked at the new guy, because the new guy seemed overwhelmed, because our dog gets super excited to see people, like, super excited. And he was all like, oh yeah, that's Dexter, I recognize that excited yip anywhere.
Yeah.
Alright.
See, I avoid the vets as much as possible because every time I take one of my animals there, they seem to keep them.
Oh! Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
2 dogs, 4 months.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Thanks for bringing up that old wound.
I talked about my dog, you butt. Trying to blame me for everything.
Yeah, but it's a sensitive subject.
Bobo, I'm starting to see where you get the married couple arguing. Yeah, Yoshi. Just something he said. Don't worry about it. It is sad, but let's move on. So, if we get lost, let's meet back at that caravan. That horse caravan on the left.
I see it.
Sound like we're, like, going into, like, a really large fair or something. Now remember, Junior, if you get lost... Did you hear me? Did you shoot?
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. I shot.
I can't even tell me if he shot. So we're gonna die
Yeah, I'm
one of these
lagging.
days. Are you okay?
No, I'm lagging really bad.
Where are you?
In the greenhouse. I locked the door. I think it's locked.
Alright. I got you.
I'm staying still.
Are there hordes in this game? Hordes are...
Oh. Odds.
Yeah, there... I wouldn't say there are, but you can get overwhelmed by, like, even 3, maybe 4 of them at a time. So you need to be careful.
I'm going this way.
Just one of the situations where, like, the game is based off of a old engine called RV. It's called Reality Virtual. It's not like virtual reality. It's a reality virtual. And it also is mixed with their Infusion one called well, it's called Infusion. I don't know why I said Infusion one. But it's kind of like, I don't know how you would describe it. Okay, I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna be rough, but it's like a bastardized version of their new armor reforger Infusion mixed with reality virtual engine, and they're capable of doing some really cool stuff. But performance-wise, having hordes would be probably really problematic on the system. Some modders have done it in the past, and I will be honest, the results were mixed. It was kind of like it kind of works, but it also isn't always very good. Like, you have to have a good PC to handle that many infected at one time. And I'm talking about, like, groups of, like, 20 or 30 in a small area. I mean, can you imagine 20 or 30 infected? Can you imagine having to take on 10 infected without, like, a gun? Ooh, gosh.
Yeah.
So they have some cool things in this game. I'm hoping I can show to you. I'm not sure if you, Bobo or Yoshi actually play the game a lot. But you can sneak up on the infected and do a stealth kill like that. Not necessarily. I've been on servers on console that have hordes of 50. Not kidding. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they do.
Not something I would recommend doing, but that's cool. I'm going to switch my backpack out.
Yeah, I'm just dismantling a sporter to get the ammunition.
Okay. What did I do?
Yeah, that is something I do love about console is because they are limited with what they can do, the admin sort of push the boundaries of everything possible. So they really think out of the box. I know hordes aren't thinking out of the box, but I mean just in general on console.
They try to spice things up. They do their best. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they have done quite a bit of optimization to make it run on console. Maybe the infected have, like, ability to be up a higher count because console already has the infected the lower poly. I'm not sure.
Well, the new gen sort of changed a lot. And then when they added the GPS, that obviously gave them an internal system to be able to make maps that can tell you where you are. So you can get a map now on console and there's like a little red circle pinpointing your exact location on every map you find. And because you can spawn with a map, a lot of servers do that as well. So it sort of solved the no map situation for people who don't want to play the raw version of DayZ.
Oh, that's fair. All right, I'm on at the end of town on the west side. I've looted up the town pretty good.
West. Oh, I'm on the west as well, but I don't see you.
Yeah, I'm just past the road sign.
I'm on a dirt road, so I'm gonna try and see.
Oh, I see. You just come down the dirt road to the ocean. Maybe we should make a fire.
Yeah, probably.
Only some maps I've been on only have a tourist map. Oh, okay. I'm standing on a rock.
I see you.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, there's a port just ahead of us and some small buildings. Let's go over there and make a fire. All right. Definitely enjoying this this map a lot more.
It's good. It's good that you don't have to keep making fires. It's just easier. I think with the mouse, at least for a large period of time, you absolutely need to keep making fires, like every town.
Yeah, like I think I was saying to them, I think there's like almost like 4 to 5 minutes for every plus symbol you have on your temperature. So if you can get up to 3, you have like 15 minutes of the plus symbols, and then like you have like another like 1 to 3 minutes of pure white temperature before it drops all the way down to flashing blue. Because that's when you start losing health.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna start getting this stuff to make the fire. I don't know. Looks like there's a yellow house here we can make a nice fireplace in.
Me.
Yeah, I know. I heard you pull the gun out. Also, it's kind of cool, folks. I've noticed that the only kind of like food I'm finding that could be what you would consider growable are potatoes. Everything else doesn't look growable.
Well, that's a good point, really. I didn't think of that.
Like, I have a shovel here. And, actually, I don't think I can make a, I don't think I can make garden plots at all. Let me grab this, hoe.
I've got disinfectant, not that it's any good now.
Yeah, I can't make any garden plots. Whether it's with a shovel or a hoe.
So you actually can't grow, wow.
Yeah, you can't grow. So, like, I can't take this potato and make a garden plot, even inside the garden, the greenhouse sheds. Which, honestly, I kind of wish we could, though. Because, like, hard ground, I understand. But these, clearly people were growing before in these. So, I think it'd be kind of cool if these could have garden, the plots. But not, you know, not the ground.
Maybe
right,
it's just not the season.
Heh, there you go. Oh, that could be a good excuse why that it won't work like that. Is your character sneezing? He is. My character has a little bit of a cold. I'm gonna go into this tan house and make a fire.
Your character always has a bit of a cold.
Yeah, always doesn't like the fact I always have a cold. Do you want to make a fire?
Share it, yeah.
I'm in the tan house that we were just next to.
Oh, I'm miles away.
Yeah, come back. Ooh. I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back, folks.
Can you see this? Right. He stands right next to the fire with a cold, so when I'm making the fire, I have to get the cold.
All right, folks, I'm back. Hopefully my friend popped in and is making a fire.
I get Embark.
Okay.
I was just saying, out of all the places you could have stood, you stood next to the fire while I was trying to make it, just so I got the cold.
Wow. Petty, aren't you?
I was so close to shooting you.
Thank you for saying welcome back. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Alright, folks, there is the link to the Frostline DLC. If you haven't wishlisted it, I would suggest doing so. Also, folks, if you guys want to go and follow us on Twitter, we will be giving away 2 copies of Frostline DayZ, courteous of us buying the bundles, when it releases October 15th. The giveaways will be posted that day, and it will be a 24-hour giveaway. So, like, less than 24 hours later, you can get the DLC for free from us. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I drop the food as close as possible so it thaws quicker.
I thought you were still trying to get me ill.
If you folks don't know, every heat source has what's called a heat bubble. Wait. Guys, sorry. I didn't put on my nerd glasses. So every heat source has a heat bubble. Let me try this one more time. Alright, folks. So, a little bit of knowledge. Every heat source in the game has what's called a heat bubble. There is what you call an inner heat bubble and an outer heat bubble. Now, the heat bubble can be found closest to the fire is the inner heat bubble. It's probably like 1 or 2 meters away from the fire, right? Maybe even closer. The outer heat bubble can be up to quite a ways away from the bubble, almost about 2 meters away. So as you can see, I'm still going up in temperature, even though I'm this far away from the heat. The closer I am, the faster my temperature raises. So, what's cool about this is you don't always have to be this close to the, really close to the fire to get all of the benefits. As you can see here, I no longer have the heat buff, but if I inch a little bit closer, you're going to see the heat buff start coming up, which is a good thing to know, because if you ever are like trying to get warm, but you don't want to necessarily be sitting on top of a fire, like standing next to it, like my friend Always Streams is, you can actually be posted a little ways away from the fire and get the jump on someone, because they'll expect you to be standing right next to the fire the entire time. Now let me take off these nerd glasses, you know, because we just got done being nerds.
Yeah, I did that with the a fire. Usually, if I have to cook food and I'm in a woods and it's nighttime, I will make a fire and then I'll go somewhere else. Now, it's going to be different on this map because you need to be near the fire to get the benefit, but just to cook food, I'd go and stand in a bush. And I went AFK for a minute, came back, and somebody was in the bush next to me, camping out the fire.
Yeah.
I'll stand over here, because that cold is fatal.
Oh. I'm just sneezing a little bit. I totally think you should be able to put a paper map into the fire. You throw your wool gloves at me?
No.
Some person's like outside going, what are these people doing? They're like so frozen solid you can hear them thump. I don't even know where that went.
In the fire.
Oh god. I don't see it. But I can pick it up.
At least his stealth is going well.
Ah. Ah.
Wonderful. I think I'm done with the glove game.
Alright, there's some food here we can eat if you're hungry. Biscuit spread, some tuna.
Yeah, I've got food.
Okay, I'll eat it all then.
Holy.
What? It's okay. I think there's the medical facilities nearby somewhere. I'll look at the map in a second. We probably should go get some food from there. Also, eating warm food does provide you a temperature bonus. So something to keep in mind if you're traveling and want to stay warm. You can throw the food in your inventory, or you can eat it while it's hot and get a big boost to your temperature. Is there anything upstairs? No.
We should have probably checked for players.
Yeah, we should have. You know, whatever. Mistakes were made. Where are we? Here. Yes, receiver. Oh, it's already on. Oops. Alright, okay, so we're at Ban. Okay. Ban has no medical facility. And then the town. Okay, so not the town, not the town to the west we're going to encounter, but the town after that has what looks like a clinic. So let's just go there, so I can get some pills. You know, and not die.
Yeah, this potato is not defrosting.
It takes stuff a while to defrost. I think that's one of my only complaints is that I feel like the cooking slot should defrost stuff quicker than sitting in front of it. Because I've had to wait for quite a while for things to defrost. Oh, hey, look, a sawed off a hacksaw. That'll be good for a shotgun later.
If you cough on me one more time, I'm gonna feed you a BK.
Hey, we can saw off your BK.
No. It's not great as it is. Removing the range from it a bit more is probably not a good idea.
I think I'm just gonna blow past this place and start heading to that town, the next town.
Okay, there's armor here, so be careful.
Armor? Like a stat
Yeah.
vest?
Yep.
Oh, I'm down. I'm on the
Where?
main road. He shot me from the main road. He double tapped me. Yeah. I can get his character sick if I'm near him. Talk about that timing, guys. Literally, always was all like, be careful. Your there's armor here, and I'm like, what kind of armor? I'm like, a stab vest. He's like, yeah. Boom, shot, downed, and then dead. Hopefully, he doesn't die. Up, yeah. I marked it, and I'll clip it.
See a body, but I don't see anybody here.
It was a single shot, and I
They
pretty
shot
much
you
went
again.
on. Yep. All right. Well, I'm at BOCTOK. Which, if the sun's to the north, to the southeast, that's southeast. So this is northeast. I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm anywhere near you.
For the sake of the stream, I might just F11.
They don't have a group system.
They do.
They don't.
Are you sure?
I was playing with one of my friends who has access to this too, and they were trying to get to each other, and they were spawning in a new place every time, a new town.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, I didn't spawn in the same town. Oh, I did actually. Maybe there is a group system. I don't know. Maybe they were just unlucky, and every time they off themselves, the group spawn system had already triggered to move on.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm at BOCTOK, I'm not sure if you can look at your map, but only do it if you're safe. But if I'm not close to you, yeah, if I'm not close to you, then don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go try and kill a guy and then kill myself, just because principle.
You killed my friend. Kills him.
Acquaintance.
Acquaintance, whatever. I thought we were pros in the game. Video already. Yes. Never know what's inside these outhouses. Hope I should go quiet for him. You never know what's in these outhouses. You gotta be careful.
They're outside sneaking towards me. I can hear the snow.
That's pretty apparent.
Oh, I should probably load.
We're being quiet, folks, so my friend always can not get interrupted and attack him. But I'm holding my button down and muted my Discord, so I'm just talking a little bit. It's crazy though. I just love the convenience of all that. Oh, there might be somebody around. I found some armor. What is it? Is it a stab vest? Oh yeah, it's a stab vest. Boom! I'm down. Double tapped, and now he is fighting for his life. You're 100% right. The lead injection was the cure. Perfect. Anything else in this house? Yeah, just to show you guys how far you can be from the fire. If I go here, like the fire's there, and my temperature is going up, or was going up. Give me a second. Yep, see right there. I love it. I love it. Some beautiful muffin mix.
Okay, I killed someone. I don't know if that was the person though, because I don't think that was the gun that fired.
Okay.
But nobody's been to your body yet.
I hope they weren't a fully geared player. Like a military gear player.
The person that I just seen wasn't red top. What the new mask? Not the new mask. The new goggles. I guess I'll come find you then. Running around, there's nobody else here.
You want to? Yeah, I'm at TOC something. I forgot. I forgot exactly what it says. I'm close to it. I can go look again if I need to.
On my way. I hope that was the person that killed you. I kind of feel bad on them, really. Because everybody here is a streamer. So there are some streamers who don't have as many hours in, and they're just trying to make good content.
Ah.
So I hope that was the person. But
Botox or something? Yes, I'm in the town that has Botox. Alright. People better not mess with me. I have a scorching hot pan. Finds another survivor and just like smashes the pan against their face, burning half their face.
I am in... Oh, bollocks. I'm nowhere near you.
Did you die?
Yeah, I F11'd.
Aw. Well, let me try to get to you. Your mother smelled like a hamster and your father was a hamster.
The place that starts with the reverse R.
Oh, yeah, I think I can do better things. Your father was a hamster and your mother smelled of elderberry. Okay, there we go. There we go, I broke you out of your thing. Ow! Wait. Ow! 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 Ow!
That's not annoying at all. Please continue.
Alright, I'm respawning.
Same.
Also, ow!
Irritant.
I spawned in the middle of nowhere.
I'm back in this place. So we will be in the same place.
Okay. Well, I see a blue house with a red roof on stilts. The sun is setting, which means that's the southeast, so I'm on what I think is the north. Oh, he's back in here already. Nice. Badly damaged, but you know, take my wins when I get them. I think I see a town up here. Tell you the name.
If it starts with the reverse R, that's where I am. I'm in a green waterproof.
There's a police wreck here. I can see a big radio tower on the hill.
There's a building in my way. A moment. Doesn't seem to be any loot in those new buildings.
Oh, in the
I
apartments?
can't see the radio tower. I can see a lighthouse.
I'll tell you if I can see a lighthouse. Give me a second. Found a shamog.
I keep calling them she-mags. And my subscribers get so wound up.
There we go. Ammo, not bad. Alright, I don't see a lighthouse.
A little bit away from me, but I can still see one.
Yep, don't see a lighthouse at all. Bobo says, I'm so confused. Where on earth does the sun set in the east? That's just how that's the southeast. The southwest.
It's just how the island is
It's-
oriented, so...
The sun sets in the southwest. I'm stupid. No. Yeah, southwest is where the sun sets. I'm stupid. But yeah, the island's confusing because normally we would just be all like, okay, where's the coast? Cool, where's the sun? Okay, we know exactly what part of the map you're on. But on this one, because the coast is everywhere, it's not perfect at deciding where stuff is. I see a huge industrial area to the north of me. To the west. Yeah, to the west of me.
I don't.
Alright. This is a beautiful map. You guys just, want me to do a nice, slow panorama.
Oh, you can stealth with the sickle. Forgot about that. Oh, wait. I think I know where you are.
There's a broken bridge where I'm at.
Yeah, so I think, based on memory, this is a bit of a dodgy one, you need to go west.
Alright. Yeah, see, there's that shattered bridge, folks. New asset, by the way, which is nice. Alright. Alright, folks, it's been about 2 hours and 34 minutes. I think, honestly, I'm going to be calling it for today. However, if you guys want to, you can always go check out Always Streams videos, or you can watch some of our videos down below. I really appreciate everyone coming here. I hope you guys are excited for Frostline coming October 15th. We will be streaming this every other day, so we won't be streaming it tomorrow, but we'll be streaming it Saturday, U.S. time. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye for now.